So hi guys, I'm here to show you how to cut the chef cloth as I promised. I'm not feeling that sound, but I have to fulfill my promise since I disappointed yesterday. So I will first of all fold in 4 inches inside. I will mark my 4 inches. Mark my 4 inches. Sorry, this thing is folding. That's why I'm holding it with those things. So I'll mark my horizontal line. So I'll fold this inside. I'll fold the 4 inches inside this way. Trying to be careful so that the pattern paper will not tear. So as you can see, I've folded it inside. So we are going to start our measurement. I'm going to be using her her shoulder is 7.5 inches. So I added half inches for sewing allowance, making it 8 inches. I'll come down on that 8 inches by 1 inches. I'm going to draw my slant line. Secondly, I'm going to measure her bust point is 11 inches. No, let's first of all measure. Yes, her bust point is 11 inches. 11. We'll draw our vertical line. I hope this pencil is showing very well. Her waistline is 15.5 inches. The length I'm going to use for the chef cardigan is 27 inches. I will add extra 2 inches for the sewing allowance for the up and the down, making it 29 inches. That's what I used for her. So the total length I marked on the pattern paper and what I used on the fabric is 29 inches. I hope you are seeing this, please. Let me shift you a little. So now let's start our body measurement. On the neckline, I'm going to be using, I used, I used 4 inches for her, but I'm going to be marking 3.5 inches. But because at the end of that sewing, I noticed that the neck was a little wider, so I'm going to be using 3.5 inches. I will probably come down by 3.5 3 inches, sorry. Come down by 3 inches. Sorry, this pattern paper that is folded is disturbing me. So this is the neckline. So from here we are going to get from this 1 inches slant. You are going to measure your shoulder. Her shoulder is her armhole. She's her shoulder point is 8 inches. We are going to mark our vertical line. To make this accurate, you are going to measure the 8 inches again down here on that shoulder vertical line. Going to measure our 8 inches again. So we are going to mark our horizontal line this way. Since our since our armhole is 8, we are going to divide it by 2, giving us 4. From that 4, we are going to go in by half inches and get our armhole curve. This is how I do mine. So this is how I get mine. Then we are going to measure her round bust, her bodies. So her round bust is divided by this thing, 32 divided by, her round bust is 34. So I'm going to use my tape. Most times when my calculator is not available, I use my tape. So 34 divided by 4, I will do it this way. This is 34 divided by 2 is 17. Then you are going to, from that 17 also, you are going to fold your tape again. It's giving us 8.5. So her bust is 8.5 inches. Guys, I used 3 inches allowance. Then her waist is 28. I'm also going to use my tape because my calculator is not around me here. We are going to do our tape that same way. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So her waist is going to be 7 plus our 3 inches extra. Then coming to our her hip, Her hip is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. No, 40 divided by 2. Let's use our ruler before I make a mistake. 40 divided by 2 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. I know that one. So we are going to mark our 10 inches on the hip, on the hemline. Then add our 3 inches extra inches. So we are going to be connecting. Then from this waist, I'll turn my ruler this way and connect it downward. Sorry. So that is it. Let me mark distance: shoulder, bust point, waist, and let's call this side hip. Remember, from your waist, from her waist to hip, I use 9 inches, but there is no need to mark it. So this 4 inches that we marked aside, I know you'll be wondering, why did we mark the 4 inches? The 4 inches is for the 4 inches is for the overlapping in front of the chef cloth. Papa, remove your hand. It's for the overlapping. Please, I beg you. Please remove your hand. Sorry, guys. So it's for the overlapping in front of the chef cloth. That is why we bring out this. That is why we bring out this 4 inches. So see what we are going to do there. I'm going to extend this 3 inches here this way. So from there, I'm going to be coming down with 1.5 inches. But I used 1 inches, but you can use 1.5, but I use 1 inches on my sister's one. So from there, we are going to give it a curve so that it will not just be straight that way. We'll give it a curve or slanting. You slant it this way. So that is it. And we are going to cut. Remember, I will not be cutting the back because the back and the front is. Let me show you how you will cut the back, because I don't think I'll be cutting the back. I will be uploading the back video, but see how you cut the back is exactly this way. Is exactly this way. The only thing is that the 4 inches space that you bring out, no, you are not going to be bringing it out on the back. And the neckline, the back neckline will be, the back neckline will be, let me do it with this same paper so you understand. The back neckline, I used 1 inches. I used 1 inches for the back neckline. I used 1 inches. And this place, the back, you don't need to come in with this half inches. You just have to mark your armhole normal without coming in with 1 inches. So it's not going to be this way. Understand? But right now we are going to cut the front, so this is not what we are going to cut. This will be the back, and this is the back. This is the only difference from the back and the front. I'm just trying to make it. I hope you understand, because I just want you to understand what I mean. I won't be uploading the back video, but with this pattern, I hope I'm able to explain to you how the back will be. The body should be the same. So guys, please, I'm so sorry, because my sister is very busy. I'm the one handling the video and the cutting, so I didn't notice that my video stopped, because I cut the back that I marked. I cut it just to show you guys, but I don't know that my video didn't capture it. So, but I hope with the drafting you can understand how to cut the back. So this is the front right here. And secondly, remember to notch this place on your fabric also, and know that your collar will start from here. Your collar is going to start from this notch, end here, then go over to the back. Remember, this space is for your shoulder. Your collar is not coming here. No, it's going to stop here, then move over to the back. And remember again, thirdly, that you're going to cut these two pieces. This is going to be two, so that the other one will be the other one. The space here will be on top of this one, and this is where your buttonhole is going to be. And fourth, I used 4 inches spacing here, 4 inches spacing here, because when cutting on my fabric also, I added half inches all over the round places. Okay, I added half inches all over, so I used 4 inches spacing. Then the horizontal line, I used five inches spacing. Okay, that's it. So this is front, and the marking I gave you for is the back. I used, you can use 1 inches or 1.5 inches, depending on the size of the person you are sewing for. So that is it. And remember that the back is not going to carry this. It's only the front that is going to carry it. And remember that this is going to be two pieces. So guys, thank you so much for walking through with me to the end of this video. I know that this young lady right here really appreciates you. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Encourage me. I know that I really appreciate. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye. See you on the next video.